actually a love-hate relationship. But I fell in love with it because it solves problems. It helps to make things easier, more accessible to people who generally don't have access to things.
Right.
So for finance, you see it happening now with the cryptocurrency. The purpose of the cryptocurrency is to create access. Right now, not doing maybe such a good job, but it's gonna get there. Just so many things.
Yeah.
There are like oceans and I can't think of them right now, but I know that there is. It's helped me in all of my. I have a very eclectic background professionally, and it's something that has helped me with everything. So, for instance, I started off doing architecture.
Yeah.
When I learned architecture, we were still drawing by hand.
Right.
So you know how bad. I mean, I might be aging myself, but that's we learned to draw by hand, and then we were just learning the new and AutoCAD, which if you look at the AutoCAD now, you'd be like, what the heck was that compared to what it is today? But it helps to make things easier, accessible, helps you to get the job done quickly. And in terms of what I'm doing, I'm hoping that it's going to change the way that people are allowed to move across borders to work and contribute to environments and also just have a better life.
So that was then, this is now. So what do you do in tech now?
So now, because of my experience as a high skills migrant, I expatriated and then repatriated. And the experience of other people around the world that I know that have contacts with me asking me, how do you get a job in another country? I decided that, things seemed a lot more difficult than it needed to be. When I first did it, I looked on yahoo.com and I found a job and I moved to the US.
That's it.
That's it. Of course I did the paperwork and stuff, but I was able to connect easily through yahoo.com. And 15, 20 years later, people are still coming to me asking me how to do it without having to change your profession to teaching English or whatever it is, right? So I started to just try and figure out how to resolve this issue, and then I became obsessed with high skilled migration. Realized that there's so many problems where that's concerned now, and so right now what we do is, first of all, our company is called POCMI, which stands for Piece of Cake Migration.
Piece of Cake Migration.
Yep.
Okay, I like that.
And we connect companies around the globe that have difficulty finding local talent to people who want to move to another country, expats who want to move home, or refugees who have been displaced. So what we're trying to resolve is global labor shortages, things like refugee reintegration, helping with diversity, so that kind of thing is what we're aiming at.
This is really interesting and amazing. So when you got here, or when you went back home, did you have, how would you relax? What was your favorite craft beer or cocktail that you used to have a little fun or relax?
To be honest, I do have a drink every now and then. It would be wine to help me relax.
Yeah.
But the thing that really makes me relax is either going to the mountains or going to the beach.
Yeah, I love the beach.
So that's
Yeah.
Coming from Jamaica, it's easily accessible and
Yeah. Well, now let me just ask you really quickly about that wine, and then we'll go back into the tech stuff. So, which wine will it be?
So, one of my favorite wines is not very common. It's from Italy, and it's called Lambrusco. Lambrusco.
Okay.
So it's actually a chilled red that's fizzy.
Chilled red and fizzy.
Yeah. But beyond that, I love a good Malbec.
Okay. I'm gonna go check out the other one because that sounds like something
It's
I would
hard
like.
to find. It's like not
Chilled red. I like it.
and like bubbly.
Okay. What do you feel are some of the biggest challenges that you're facing with the company that you are in right now?
challenge is, I think it's overall for all startups, not necessarily just my company, but just getting the support that is required to build a startup quickly.
What does quickly mean?
Quickly means if something bad happens, you can quickly turn things around and you can gain traction and go from 0 to 1,000 in a few months.
Okay.
Versus years.
Right.
Right? So I would say that is the biggest challenge. It's finding people who are also, what I'm doing is not pretty. It's not a pretty thing. So to find people who are passionate about it. So far I've been lucky to find a good team and co-founders who are really driven by the thing that we're solving.
Yeah. So Melissa, how are you keeping a balance on your mental health during all of this?
So, like I said, go to the mountains and the beach, and also always schedule time to have good meals with good people. So whether it's family or friends, that's very important to me.
And on a technical side, could you give us a milestone or a journey that you really are proud of?
Well, I'm proud that we just recently launched the platform, and we have candidates from over 30 countries on the platform, and we have companies from I think 5 or 6 countries, and so that's a big milestone for me.
If your business life was based on a movie or a TV show, what are we watching?
The Twilight Zone.
What has been your biggest win in the last 2 years?
I still will go back to the launch of the platform.
So you have all the resources to fix the tech scene, but you only have 30 days. What's your plan?
My plan is to fix the tech scene.
The tech scene.
My plan is to engage with venture capitalists to have better dialogue with women of color.
The world is yours. Choose one mentor that will invest in you for a year. Who is it and why?
Serena Williams. And that's because she fully understands when people are trying to give you crumbs and you should not take it.
That's good. What do you think is the largest misconception or truth to the Miami tech scene and the movement?
Can't really answer that one.
Okay, so the soundtrack to your life, if your life was a song or even an album, what would it be?
A song would be Unstoppable by Sia.
By who?
Sia or Sia.
Oh, Sia.
I'm unstoppable.
How did COVID impact your company? Negative or positive?
COVID positively impacted my company because things that I've been telling people about for the last 4 years, they now see the importance of it.
Are you currently raising funds? And if so, what are some of the most significant challenges in that process?
I mean, who is never raising funds, right? We always welcome money.
Right.
Right? I think my challenge is also remember I said the taking crumbs versus when you shouldn't. When should you be grateful for the things that they come to you with versus standing up for yourself and being like, no, this is not right.
Yeah.
I think that's the...
So they say that the key to success is a fail fast, try again method. Which failure of yours are you most grateful for?
So many.
Just choose one.
I think it would be the first to go around at building the platform. I went to a really large and well-supported production company, and they said that they were going to help founders that didn't have a technical background, and they ended up taking my money and not doing the work properly. And so it forced me to learn how to do the tech. And it has forced me so much that now I do things like judge panels on, women in tech, or talk about technology and entrepreneurship, which is a big deal for me as well.
What do you feel is your best talent or character trait that makes your company successful?
I would say, based on what other people have said, it's my passion and how that transfers when I speak to other people about it.
Okay, awesome. And is there anything you would like to ask me?
What is your favorite glass of wine?
Oh, my favorite glass of wine is something called Golden Goddess by K. Marine Wines.